It finally happened, folks. The Lions have extended one of their own players, one of their star players, and it's big news, and we're going to talk about it. So let's get into it. Stay tuned.
What are we? What makes us what we are and what we're going to be? It's grit. It's what we started with last year, guys. Doesn't matter if you have one ass cheek and 3 toes. I will beat your ass.
Can definitely compete with the big dogs.
10-5 end zone touchdown Detroit Lions.
You guys are unbelievable, man. I'm telling you.
We are driven by Detroit.
Hello, Detroit Lions, friends, fans, and family members, and welcome on back to yet another episode of MCM Motor City Mania. I'm your host, David T. Pike, and as always, we're diving on in. Folks, it brings me great, extreme happiness to be able to finally talk about something that's actually news related, that's actual true news, not some stupid rumor, not some stupid hypothesis. It's actual news. What's the news? The Lions have officially extended one of the players that everybody has been talking about the Lions need to extend, and that is safety Kerby Joseph. According to news that was just released not that long ago, the Lions have officially extended, I'm reading this actually off of my phone from Ian Rappaport, the Lions have reached an agreement to extend safety Kerby Joseph to a 4-year, $86 million contract in which he is scheduled to make $21.5 million per year on average. Folks, this is big news. This is awesome news. Why? Well, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, thank God it's actual news. It's not something we can speculate on. It's actual freaking news. It's something that actually, hey, this has happened. This is the case. We've got something to talk about. So that's number one. Number two, if I'm telling you this right now, there are few players that I think in the NFL at the safety position have earned a contract like what Kerby Joseph has. Again, let's understand something here. When Kerby Joseph got started, he was the backup and then came in after, I think, I can't remember the safety's name, but he was with us only for one season. He got injured. Kerby Joseph came in, and then, actually, no, it was after Tracy Walker got injured. We put in Kerby Joseph alongside the other guy we had that was only here for a year. And from there, Kerby Joseph has just freaking taken off. He has become, I'm going to be honest, quite frankly, the best ball-hawking safety in the entirety of the NFL. And still, I'm going to say this right now, to all Lions fans, he is the guy that ended freaking Aaron Rodgers' career in Green Bay. That will never, ever be lost on Lions fans. That was such an awesome way for Aaron Rodgers to finally be sent off and out of freaking Green Bay to where we didn't have to deal with his ass anymore. That's number two. Now, number three. The thing about this that really makes me happy, it really excites me about this, is that again, the Lions are keeping with tradition as to what they did last year. Again, last year, just before the draft, or I think it was in 2023, they made sure to sign players before they were actually going to start the draft. I think it was 2023, and I think they extended, if I recall correctly, I think it was Amon-Ra St. Brown. They extended and Penei Sewell just before the draft. And that right there is keeping with the tradition of, okay, hey, we're getting ready to start the draft here, but we're still working to try and make sure we keep our players in tow. We're still working to try and make sure that the players that we want, those core players, still stay here in Detroit. So, again, very big news there because it continues, one, the tradition that the Lions have set up, but also, two, it reaffirms that the Lions want to keep their core players. That is who they're interested in keeping. That is who they want to pay. If you are a core player, if you have done your job, if you have played well, the Lions will make sure that you are taken care of. They've done it with Goff. They've done it with Sewell. They've done it with St. Brown. They've done it with McNeil. They've also done it with Taylor Decker. And as we just saw now, they've done it with Kerby Joseph, giving him a very lucrative contract as a safety. Now, there's something else we need to talk about here. This contract, once again, to kind of build off the episode that I released earlier today, Again, it flies in the face, as much as I don't want to talk about it since it is an actual news episode, it flies in the face of the stupid rumors about people thinking the Lions are wanting to trade Jameson Williams. We just saw the Lions release photo evidence that Jameson Williams was at the offseason workouts. He was there, he was smiling, he was enjoying himself. And now they go out and they make sure to extend Kerby Joseph. Like I said in that episode, what are the Lions trying to do? They are trying to show people that, hey, if you come here, you do your job well, you will be taken care of. You will get yourself a good deal from us. The Lions are not cheapskates. They're going to make sure that it's a good deal for both them and also for the player they're trying to sign. By doing that with Kerby Joseph, to once again establish that recency of it happening, it tells me that the Lions are planning on doing that for all the guys that they've got coming on down the line. Whether it's Hutch, whether it's Jamo, whether it's Gibbs, whether it's Laporta, whether it's Branch, they are committed to making sure their guys are taken care of. And this right here tells me that they're not wavering in that commitment. It tells me that they're not going to all of a sudden just say, hey, you know what? We're going to completely reverse course off of all the stuff we've done over the last couple of years. Because to do so would make them into hypocrites. To do so would make them into liars, into scam artists. The Lions are not interested in that. They are probably, in my honest opinion, the most genuine, authentic franchise in the NFL. And when you take care of players that you've bought into, you've invested in, and in this case, as in multiple other cases so far, you've drafted, that right there tells not only the players that are on the team waiting to get contracts that, hey, trust the process, we will get taken care of when it's our time, but it also tells the people that are on the outside that might potentially decide to come back to Detroit, aka Zadarius Smith, or to, hey, maybe it's our time in the free agency period, maybe next year, whatever down the line. Hey, let's take a look at Detroit, possibly going there. That's my whole point. This is a move that even though it's a singular entity, even though it only is for this one particular thing, it has far-reaching impact into multiple areas. So for me, this is a huge deal, even though it's just one piece of information. Now, the last thing I'm going to say here really quickly before I kind of wrap this whole thing up is that the other good piece of news about this is it makes sure that we're keeping things together. One of the things that a lot of people are worried about is whether or not the Lions are going to keep pieces together, and where that has been primarily the case has been on the defense. Well, when you make sure you sign Kerby Joseph to a contract like that, that's exactly what you're doing. You're keeping those pieces together. You've got Terrion Arnold. You brought in DJ Reed. You have Amik Robertson. You still have Brian Branch, who's also waiting for an extension. And you just now extended Kerby Joseph. It tells me that the Lions want to make sure that they keep the core pieces together and keep the pieces of everything together as much as possible. That right there is a huge vote of confidence, and it should restore faith in Lions fans that have been feeling as if the Lions are not planning on doing anything or planning on doing very little. Trust me, I guarantee you this, a contract like this, it doesn't happen overnight. None of the contracts that the Lions have, handed out to some of their star players have taken only a couple of days to figure out. It takes time. It takes figuring out the financials. It takes working with the agents. It takes working with the players. It takes dialogue. Stuff like this does not just happen like that. It takes time. And again, the Lions have made sure that, hey, we're going to knock this stuff out now so that way our players are taken care of. They're ready to go. And let's think about this, folks. Here's the truly brilliant part about this deal. Remember when we drafted Kerby Joseph? We drafted him in 2022. So wait a minute here. As a third-round pick, Kerby Joseph had a 4-year deal to start with. 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. So technically, the Lions still have him on the last year of his rookie deal before this contract even hits the shelves, before it even actually takes impact on our salary cap. That's important because it means that now the Lions have locked up a player for not only the 4-year contract that they just handed him as an extension, but they still have him on his last year of his rookie deal. thus meaning that cap hit is going to not hit right now as much, and it's still going to give the Lions the ability to sign other players. Trust me, folks, this is big news more than just simply saying, hey, the Lions signed Kerby Joseph. It's big news in a lot of ways. But having said that, I wanted to talk about this really quickly. I was super excited about it. Had to talk about it as soon as I heard it. So having said that, I'm going to end this episode and say thank you all for watching another episode of MCM Motor City Mania. If you like what you saw, by all means, highly encourage you all to watch the next episode. Also encourage you all to do one of these three things: like, comment, and subscribe. If by chance you subscribed in the past, you forgot to do so at the time, please make sure you hit that bell notification icon. Also encourage you all, please, to share this content. And with that, I hope you all really enjoyed this content. I hope it all gave you all a smile on your face. Definitely big news. And again, I try my best to give you all the best, most accurate, and also the most, informational content I possibly can. Whether it's the first time you're watching me, you guys have been watching me forever and a day. Hope everyone's got something in their life that makes them happy, makes them smile. God bless, my friends. And until the next time we meet, I'll see you all in the next episode.